Let me tell you something, people. You are not pizza. You cannot make everyone happy. But I do know how to make my daughter happy. Rosie, come here, Rosie. Whoop. This is Rosie. This is how you make your daughter happy. This is not how you make YouTube happy. Just read the comments below when everyone finds out I got a new puppy. 17 minutes and counting, and we will be there to pick up Atlas. Very exciting. I'm about to be the mom to a bird toddler, and I'm super nervous and excited all at the same time. Scary. I hope he doesn't rip apart the boat.
He's taller than me.
Step up.
I'm back there.
Ooh. Oh, he's gonna burn hat.
This is his cage.
You ready, Sailor? You ready to go home? All right. Welcome home, big guy. Look, what do you think your new digs? Huh? Say welcome aboard. Look who's down here setting stuff up for you. Yeah, look at you. You're a sailor now. What do you think, buddy? What do you think, Atlas? He's gonna go exploring. Huh. You gonna go exploring? Okay, be careful. Be careful. You gonna put your foot in the water? Says I'm gonna go get into that bag of chips. Oh, hey Fluffy. Whoa, it's too heavy for him. Meal time on the boat. Ooh, pencils. Looks like a pterodactyl, huh?
What is he doing? No, Atlas, this is mine. You're not eating it.
Hey, mister. Hey. How's your first day going? Huh? You gotta meet Freya soon. Huh. Oh. So I've been wanting another parrot for a really long time. And I really wanted a macaw. They're clowns, but they're not as needy. I know, I'm talking about you. And for those of you that have been with me for a long time, know that I've had two before. I had a little green eclectus named Carl, and unfortunately he passed away because somebody fed him avocado at one of my meet and greets. So I was devastated over that. Then I decided to adopt because parrots are a lot like children, and because they have the same lifespan as humans, they end up in the shelters quite a bit. So I decided to foster an elderly macaw that I called Crash. Yeah, you've heard about Crash before, huh? Yeah. And he got terribly seasick and ended up back in the sanctuary after about a year. So it was also devastating. So over the last few months, I have been calling around, visiting the shelters, and looking to adopt another parrot. Well, what's interesting about parrot adoption or even purchase is that you can't just waltz into the pet store and buy yourself a big giant macaw that can rip your face off, which is kind of a good thing. So we found Atlas at a place called Kiko's Toy Chest. And it was a recommendation from another place called Inca's, who had a beautiful blue and gold that reminded me so much of Crash. But he wasn't really a good fit for boat life. So the gal there recommended that I get a baby. So I found a featherless macaw, and I had to go visit him several times a week as he grew up and was being hand-fed so that he would be attached to me and not rip my face off. So we've been having a really good time with him, but parrot adoption is kind of like child adoption. So yeah, it's been a process, and now he's home, and he is so funny. My biggest fear with him was that the dog would try to eat him, and now he dominates Freya. So he chases her off her bed, yells at her, rolls over, and wants to be scratched like a puppy. They're really, really cute. So I'm very excited to welcome him into our flock, or our crew, and it's been just a really cool journey. So over the years, I have loved parrots, birds, chickens, you name it. I am quite the bird nerd. So this is my guy. Hopefully he lasts longer than I do. Okay, my darlings, I'm gonna go to bed without my new hat. This is a new hairdo style. Yeah. Yeah, he likes to scream a lot. We'll work on that. Not chicken. Not chicken. All right, I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Hey you guys, it takes a village to build a boat. What we have behind me is Squirrel painting what used to be a hole. Now you see it, now you don't. Well, all things are fixable on a boat. You just have to have the patience and the willingness to look it up, figure out how to do it. We had a great contact here at North Harbor Diesel, and we fixed it. Now there is no more hole. Okay, zoo suit or nothing. So I don't have a zoo suit, so I'm just gonna wear nothing. Can't ruin my nice new sweater. I was told to take off my nice green jersey, so here I am in my sports bra doing bottom paint. Save the clothes. We're putting another coat of anti-foul on our barrier coat over the fairing compound. The moral of the story is we fixed what we broke. Good English. I was defeated.
Roll and tip the paint, getting a giant thing of paint and dipping the whole boat.
You dip the boat in the paint.
That makes perfect sense. They do it in the automotive world.
Yeah, now thinking back on that, it's kind of a fucked up idea.
All right,
I'm out.
roll and tipping. There you have it. Boatyard workout. This is what we do.
Do you want to look at my bike? Girl, good job. Interrupt, let's go, that's the point.
Today we're gonna drop our ground tackle onto the ground, and we're gonna see what we have for chain, and we're gonna mark it out. So we've got a windlass, and you have to go to the front and plug it in. I guess that's common. I don't really like it. I want to be able to run it from the helm. But the other thing that I don't like and don't understand is that there's a breaker that you first have to turn on down here, which I don't really see myself pulling the floorboards up and doing this. So we're gonna have to figure out an easier way. So we're just gonna turn that on. Now we're ready to go. So let's head up top. And yeah, this is just a huge pain in the butt. Not ideal. Maybe there's a reason and a method behind this setup, but I don't know what that is. So let's head outside. So with this setup that we have now, the anchor is stuck in the bowsprit, and so I have to come out here and loosen it, which is not ideal. The windlass and the anchor chain is like the most fearful place on the boat for me. I really hurt myself when I first started. It's a lot of power, it's a lot of weight, and it's a lot of movement, and it makes me nervous. So if I look nervous, I am. This is what your anchor looks like if you just release all of the chain without backing up slowly. I've learned this the hard way. We have about 250 feet of chain on this boat, and what I've learned over the last 6 years of sailing is the more chain and the bigger your anchor equals a better night's sleep. All right, my friends, this is what happens when you just drop all the chain and you don't back up slowly. Doesn't look very efficient. Or maybe it's very efficient. I don't know. It's a lot of chain. We have 300 feet of chain that is already marked out. So that's a good thing. I'm a little unsure about this anchor. We'd like to switch to the Mantis M2, but they're out of stock until further notice. So cross your fingers. There's a storm on Wednesday. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. This is blob anchoring. She ain't pretty. Okay, let's send her on up. Washington is known for its shipwrights, and I've had a half a dozen different shipwrights and professionals out on the boat with over 100 years of experience. And so what I've learned is I don't know what I don't know, but I'm willing to take as much advice as I can get and make the best decisions from there. All right. The more time I spend with you guys, the longer I want to actually stay in accordance. We are signing up for college courses, like big kids. Here's Tanner over here at the computer. Yeah, I'm making spaghetti. Woo! That looks good. So I'm at the Skagit School of Marine Technology, and I have decided to start taking classes because why not be really good at the life you live? So I am taking the need, hopefully, to hire people to do things like marine electrical, outboard maintenance, and woodworking away from my bottom line. So school is exciting, it's challenging. I haven't been to school in so long, but they have a very cool program here. So I am super pumped to get started, and you guys are gonna be coming along with me on the process, and sometimes I'm bringing my parrot or my dog, and it's just a lot of fun. So, welcome.
Each of those is approximately, we figure, 8 golf carts.
Wow.
Single brick, and they're making that same footprint. That was 2.
All right, we came, we saw, I don't know if we conquered, I learned some things. I learned about all of the tools that I need and do not have. Like one of these. Yeah, lots of learning happening here. It's pretty cool. They're putting on this class where a group of 8 people come and they sail around with some people who know what they're doing, and they decide whether or not they want to take that big trip or move onto a boat. And I think it's pretty cool. So I came in to take some pictures, do some filming. I'll also add some information for this class in the description. It's gonna be awesome. They also worked on the sail rate. I'm thinking about getting one of these. I don't know. I've told you guys this 1,000 times. I think it's so important to be employable in as many ways as possible when you live aboard so that you can continue your live aboard lifestyle. So I'm learning how to sew, learning how to do diesel mechanics, learning electrical, refrigerant, fixer, upper, that, outboard maintenance, all those things. So it's exciting. I'm very happy to be here. There's the crew. Tomorrow's my birthday. I'm gonna be 26. It's my 10th anniversary of being 26. So my birthday's on Monday. We are not going in the water because it seems like we have a blown head gasket. But so is boating, so is sailing. It just happens, things break, and that's part of the journey. So it's exciting to me to be able to learn how to work on this engine. I was hoping I could learn later, but there is no time like the present. So we're gonna take her apart and see what's going on. We're gonna pressure test the gaskets and see if we do actually have a blown head gasket or not. Searle's really good at those sort of things. The professors from the school came by and said a few things that we should try. And yeah, so school starts the day after my birthday, which is tomorrow. And we're gonna learn all that we need to know to be boat builders. It's pretty exciting. So here we are, Washington, blown head gasket, no sails, no sticks. But we'll get somewhere, don't you worry. This is just an experience, you know. When we stop trying, we fail. When we give up, we fail. There's no failure here. We just keep on trying. There's always some pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I worked my ass off on Little Miss, and some of my best moments were on her. So I'm hoping that that will be the same for this boat. I'm not telling you the name. All right, let's get to work. We've got the engine bay opened. And what we're gonna do is remove all of the closed loop cooling system off of the engine. We're gonna take it down to the school, the maritime school, and we're gonna put it in this cleaning machine thing they have. And then we're gonna paint it Ford red. Wish us luck. What is that?
That's Roundup cheeses.
Top of the thermostat. That's calcium buildup.
Okay.
Okay. And then in here is the thermostat that as soon as it reaches a certain temperature, then it's going to cause flow.
Okay, well that doesn't look good.
No. So we got to take this out.
Okay.
The best way is to take that thermostat out and put it in a pot, and you can heat it up, and you'll see that it like compresses the spring and opens up.
Okay.
So we know if that thermostat's good.
Okay, is that the color that the coolant should be?
No. So you can see there's a lot of sediment in there,
Mm-hmm.
and there was some more like rust deposits. That's what's actually on the inside of these hoses, is rust deposit. So probably what happened is that they're probably getting a little bit hot, and they were just adding water, and never flushed the loop.
Okay.
And then put new antifreeze in. Antifreeze also has anti-corrosive properties. So it might have been old coolant, and then also nastiness of adding water and not flushing it.
What does the mechanic think about this?
It smells like antifreeze as well.
You need more coffee, Atlas? That's
There's no
great.
oil in there.
That's good. Where's that gasket? Okay, this goes here. Someone recently told me they use beer boxes, which I thought was hilarious. But now I see why. Huh. Cool.
$120 pot.
Oh yeah. It's a big engine.
Yeah, there's a truck engine.
You supervising? So something that happens on these engines is these exhaust elbows get gunked up right here. So the salt water comes back in, and then there's rust, and then it's compromised. But here, it looks like it has a brand new exhaust elbow, which is cool. So now we're just gonna clean out this part, so you can kind of see how gunky that is in there. And then have been dripping down here. In other news, I'm gonna do the stuffing box.
Here we go.
What you do when you don't have muscles?
That sounds very nice.
Aw, I don't have muscles. You have muscles. So I got a really cool piece of advice from someone when I was on my 405 Beneteau. I said diesel mechanics really intimidate me. And this piece of advice that I got from one of the very first sailors that I met was just drink your coffee in the engine room. Just follow the wires and the hoses and the pipes and all of those things around, and just see where things are going. And that was his advice, and it made me feel a lot more comfortable with my engine and kind of understanding how it works. That is sort of what I'm doing right now. Searle's super knowledgeable about engines and mechanics, so it's really nice having him around. I don't let him do it all because I think it's important for me to know how to do it all myself, which is very frustrating for him. It's like trying to watch a baby walk and fall down and hurt itself.
It's not true. I like knowing that you can do all the things, especially when I get knocked out or something bad happens to me. It's good to know.
So if I knock Searle out, that I can then fix the engine on my own. These are things that are important. So, drink your coffee in your engine bay. See where it goes. Okay, so here is the transmission. Okay, and it looks pretty cruddy, I think. We have some choices to make. Do we take these things off, clean them up, and paint them pink? Or do we stick with the Ford red? I think pink. The pink Ford Lehman. It's gonna be great. All right, so I have made it into the back of the bilge with my safety equipment on. Handy dandy. I got it. Yeah. I got some. I do see a weird little washer on there.
Yeah. So whatever you pull off.
Just throw it in the bilge.
Yes.
Okay,
That
good.
sounds like a fantastic idea.
We have another room back here. Whole nother stateroom behind the Ford Lehman.
How's the wine storage down there?
Oh, the wine storage is superb. It's gonna take a while. Small successes. What did you do?
Yeah, one bolt chose to not allow itself to be removed from the engine, and now we have a stripped head.
So there you have it. We have to go devise a way to get this bolt out of this block. Head, part, cooling tube. Holy smokes. Oh god. Ow. Ow. Oh shoot. It's fine. I got all 5 still.
Now we need to get it
I will kill
over
you
there.
dead. Don't put it on my wood floor. Here, make it balance and I'll get the towel. You got it?
No.
Got it?
No.
Don't got it?
Oh my god!
Stop, 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 stop. Let me just get a towel. Just rest it. Alright. How are we gonna get it into the car? That's what I don't know. Not it.
I'm just gonna get Jack.
Oh my god.
Where are you trying to
I
go?
thought we were going to the towel.
But you're not in the right position.
You're not in the right position. Okay, look at how humble I am. Wow. Ta-da! Woo! Ah! I'm glad that I wore my gloves for the clean part. All right, we got this thing off. I can't describe to you how heavy it was. It was very heavy. I thought I wasn't going to end this day of filming with all of my toes, but alas, I have all of my digits. I'm gonna make it to 40 with all my digits, I promise you. This looks very dirty. I want to powder coat it pink because the heart and soul of this boat needs to be pink. I know you guys are gonna be like crazy on the keyboards going, no, don't do it. The more you say don't do it, the more I want to. Okay, just removing the dog hair so it goes faster.
No, I'm just trying to make more of a mess for when we clean the bilge later. You love cleaning bilges, eh?
I do.
You want to know the best part about doing this?
We can just close the floor up and it's like it never happened. Well, I would like everyone to meet Leandra. This is Leandra. She is the mechanic overseeing the rebuild of this engine. How are we doing?
Watching. It's good. We're learning.
Yeah?
Cyril's doing I'd say A- job here.
A feeble attempt.
Yeah. And after this, my darlings, we're gonna make dinner. It's gonna be fantastic. That's why Leandra's here. She's not the mechanic. I lied. She's here for dinner. We've recruited help.
Just remember to put your toes directly below the weight.
So, after not lack of trying, we have deduced that this machine is a little bit of a piece of shit. Crap. A piece of crap. So anyways, Atlas, could you have done a better job? So we're just gonna use degreaser and a brush. This thing smells. It smells like my dad's shop actually. I kinda like it if I'm being honest. Do 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 do. La 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 la. Okay, it was a fail. We tried. We came. We saw. We failed. The next step is to devise another way, a better way of cleaning these parts. We need to remove the old paint, the oil, and all of the crud left over from the gaskets. After that, we will repaint them, fire engine red, and put them back on to the engine to complete the closed cooling loop, which I'm very excited about. We have patched up the hole in the hull, and we are right back where we started, maybe a little wiser. I believe this is the best view on all of the island. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Sailing Miss Lone Star.